This video is about String Quartet No. 12 American Quartet by Antonín Dvořák. I explain the most important facts about the work and the composer. Antonín Dvořák was a Czech composer known for his ability to combine classical music with folk music. The String Quartet No. 12, known as the American Quartet, was composed in 1893 when Dvořák was living in the United States. This quartet is particularly popular because of its light and cheerful melodies. The music reflects Dvořák's impressions of the American landscape and culture. He used elements of Native American and African American music to create a new sound. The American Quartet was composed during Dvořák's stay in Spillville, Iowa, a place with many Czech immigrants. He felt very much at home there and found inspiration in the surrounding nature and culture. The quartet was completed in just a few weeks and shows a fresh and carefree mood. It was Dvořák's direct reaction to the American environment and differed from his earlier, often more serious works. The American Quartet consists of 4 movements. The first movement, Allegro ma non troppo, is lively and cheerful and has clear melodies. The second movement, Lento, is slower and carries a deeper, more reflective mood. The third movement, Molto vivace, is fast and dance-like, almost like a scherzo. The fourth and final movement, Finale, Vivace ma non troppo, concludes the quartet with a lively and optimistic melody. In the American Quartet, Dvořák uses the pentatonic scale, which is often found in Native American music. This scale gives the quartet an open and wide sound. Syncopated rhythms in the quartet are reminiscent of African American music and bring a special liveliness. The melodies are simple and direct, which makes the music accessible and appealing. Dvořák manages to elegantly integrate these elements into the classical structure of the string quartet. The American Quartet is written for 2 violins, a viola, and a cello. Each instrument contributes to the overall mood of the work in its own way. The first violin often leads with the main melody, while the second violin and viola provide supporting harmonies and rhythms. The cello often provides the keynote and reinforces the depth of the music. Dvořák uses the timbres of the string instruments to paint a rich and varied musical landscape. The American Quartet is one of the best-known and most frequently performed string quartets. It is a key work in Dvořák's oeuvre and demonstrates his art of combining different musical traditions. The open and optimistic mood of the quartet makes it a favorite among musicians and listeners worldwide. It is often cited as an example of the successful fusion of folk music and classical music. The American Quartet is often used in music lessons to illustrate various aspects of music theory and history. It shows how a composer can draw inspiration from his surroundings and incorporate it into his works. Students can learn how melodies, harmonies, and rhythms work together to create a particular mood. The quartet is also a good example to discuss the importance of musical structure and form. After its premiere, the American Quartet quickly became a popular piece in classical music. It has influenced composers in America and Europe and has shown that the integration of folk music into classical forms can lead to fresh and lively compositions. The quartet also helped to bring Dvořák's music and style to the attention of a wider public. It remains an inspiring example of cultural exchange in music. The American Quartet stands for Dvořák's recognition and appreciation of cultural diversity in America. It shows how music can build bridges between different cultures. The quartet is not only a musical work, but also a document of its time that captures the encounter between the Czech and American musical traditions. It is a living testimony to how music has the ability to bring people and cultures together.